Right, boys, in this video, I'm going to show you how I structure my training that helped me gain over 30 kilos naturally. So by the end of this video, you're no longer going to be wondering, what's the best workout split, getting fooled by videos on TikTok where someone's like, best workout split, best exercise you need to be doing. Save this exercise for later so that, my post gets algorithmically boosted to other people so that I can scam them. By the end of this video, you're no longer going to be saving these videos because you're going to understand the core principles behind your training, and it's a lot easier and simple than that sounds. I'm going to break things down. This is going to be a super in-depth video, and once you understand the principles that I'm teaching in this video, you can go and structure your own training plan for something that works for you. So in case you don't know who I am, my name is Kieran. Like I said, I've been able to gain over 30 kilos naturally in my 6 years of lifting, going from 54 kilos to 85 kilos at my heaviest. Right now, I'm on a bit of a mini cut. I'm weighing in at 81 kilos. This is how I'm looking right now. I took this photo yesterday. So let's get straight into it. The first thing is understanding you need to be training your muscle groups 2 times per week at minimum, 2 to 3. Muscles need to be having enough frequency slash stimulus to grow. This is why if you're doing something like a bro split, you're leaving gains on the table because you can get away with training your muscle groups more frequently. But too frequently, so in my opinion, anything more than 3 times, it means you're not giving your body enough time to recover, okay? And I just want to preface this now and say that if I have a science-based lifter in my fucking comments, and there was actually a new study showing that if you actually train your muscles 3.5 times per week, this is going to... I don't give a fuck. I'm just doing what I've done, what's worked for me, what's helped me go through my own transformation. I don't give a fuck about the most recent study because chances are there's another study in a week from now that's going to contradict that study. So I don't want to fucking hear it, all right? So in my opinion, 2 to 3 times per week. In my opinion, 2 times per week. All right, next thing, training volume. So this is like no cuts. I was going to cut that out, right? Because I lost my train of thought, but we're not doing that. We're keeping it authentic. Okay. Training volume. Volume is just basically how many times a week you are training. This can come into your sets as well, right? So your volume is how many sets you're doing per week, okay? So for me, the sweet spot is sets per muscle group anywhere between 8 to 10 per week. Right? Most guys get this wrong completely. They're doing that many sets in one workout. They're doing 8 to 10 sets per muscle group per workout. If not, they're probably doing at least 20 sets per week. In my opinion, which is way too much. You really don't need that many sets to grow because you need to be focusing on the quality and the stimulus which you are providing over the amount of volume. If you get your intensity right, aka your stimulus, and you're doing good quality sets where you're doing other things which I'm going to be breaking down in this video, then you don't need to be in the gym for that long. A lot of my sessions are 45 minutes to an hour. You can train longer if you want, but it's like it just doesn't make sense, right? It's like a bell curve. I'm at the peak of the bell curve right now. If you want to do more, you're kind of just diminishing your gains. Okay, it goes further down the more shit that you do in a single session. So most sessions are just 2 exercises per muscle group. So what I mean by this is for chest, I do a flat press movement. I'll do bench press and then I'll do an incline movement. It's like Smith machine press or dumbbell press, right? That's chest done. And at the moment I run a push-pull leg split. So that makes sense for me, right? So, and then back, I might do pull-ups and then I might do pull-ups and then like a bent over row or some shit like that. 2 exercises per muscle group. And because I'm doing a push-pull leg split, if I do 2 sets per exercise, that's 4. Push-pull legs, that's 8. So I'm doing around that 8 to 10 set mark per week. So stop overtraining. If you're doing 2 sets, you're training close to failure, you're progressively overloading, you have good form, you have good technique, then that's all you need to be worrying about. Next thing, progressive overload. So this is when you're getting, actually, I want to go back to this, right? Real quick, I want to go back to this and talk about specific exercise selection because I didn't touch on it that much in this video, but When it comes to exercise selection, do the exercises you fucking enjoy doing. Don't worry about, if you do the chest fly, you're going to get an extra 0.1% progress. But it doesn't matter. Like, if you don't enjoy doing chest flies for whatever reason, don't do them. If you're struggling to stay consistent with the gym, like, doing the chest fly doesn't make any sense if you don't enjoy doing it. You're better off doing an unoptimal exercise like barbell bench press, even though I fucking do it. It's a great exercise. And you actually enjoy doing that, and that's keeping you consistent in the gym versus doing something optimal that you fucking don't like. It doesn't make any sense to me. So when it comes to doing specific exercises, right, if you want to follow this to a T, just choose 2 exercises per muscle group. And that is it. So for me, chest, barbell bench press, incline press. Back, bent over rows, pull-ups, biceps, hammer curls, and normal dumbbell curls. Like, I can go on and on. Just choose the ones that you enjoy doing. Don't be afraid to mix it up. If you are new to the gym, just fucking experiment and find what you like, what feels good for you, what doesn't feel good for you, and then Just wanted to preface that. Next thing, progressive overload. So this is when you're just getting stronger each week, each session, and you're increasing the stimulus through the weight and the reps / the difficulty. So, like, a lot of guys are like, the stronger I have gotten, the bigger I have gotten. It's correlated. If someone takes their squat from 60 kilos to 250 kilos or 200 kilos, would their legs gotten bigger? Yes. I don't know why I'm sounding so illiterate right now. I'm like mixing up my past tense, my present tense like a fucking retard at the moment. Apologies. But yes, same thing with bench press. You take your bench from 50 kilos to 150 kilos, your chest has gotten bigger. So there's a huge correlation to this. This is why you need to be focusing on progressive overload, and you need to be obsessing over getting better each session, because all of that adds up and you get stronger and you're going to get bigger. So many guys get comfortable and do the same weight for 6 months. And this is because they're not tracking their lifts. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know if you got 5 reps or 6 reps, You don't know these things because you're not tracking. This is why tracking your lifts is so important, right? A lot of my clients, they track their workouts in the app that I use for my coaching program specifically, right? They can look at what they did last week and then they're like, oh yeah, I've done this. Like, let me improve this. And I tell them, I'm like, just treat it like a video game. Just try and get better each and every single week. Level up. Like, it's fun. It's a game. It's a challenge. Like, do you know how good it feels when you beat what you did last week? It gives you a huge level of confidence because you're better than what you were last week. Objectively, you were better than what you did last week. Was I stronger or weaker last week? Oh, like, I was weaker. I got stronger. I'm the fucking man. I'm the best. I got stronger last week. I'm a better version of myself. And you do that over a longer period of time, like a long period of time, you just feel like the fucking man. Like, there's no other way to put it. So, like I said, guys get comfortable doing the same weights. This is why you need to be tracking your lifts. So aim to increase either through weight or reps. Don't worry about like increasing your sets or anything like that. Increase your weight or reps. So for example, if you're bench pressing 60 kilos for 2 sets of 8 reps, then next week you want to try and bench 62.5 kilos or 65 kilos for 2 sets of 8 reps, or 60 kilos for 2 sets of 10 reps. Depending on where you are on your lifting journey, if you're new to the gym, I'd highly recommend, I'd highly encourage to aim to progress through weight as opposed to reps. That's just my personal preference. But when it comes to like tricep push downs and bicep curls, it's very hard to like just continuously progress on those exercises. So in those circumstances, like if you're working a smaller muscle group, then yeah, of course, progress through the reps if you can. So that's just my personal opinion. Next thing, training intensity. Another huge mistake that guys are making in the gym. If you don't train hard, you won't grow. Like, you need to be giving your body a reason to grow. If each week you go to the gym and you half-ass like, oh, I need to hit 10 reps specifically, and then you hit your 10 reps, but it was really easy and there was no real force or challenge or, anything like that in there, well, you're not going to grow. It doesn't matter. Like, if you hit the hypertrophy rep range of 8 to 12 reps, you're going to build this much muscle. It's all bullshit, because if you're not progressively overloading or training with intensity, it doesn't matter. So many guys in the gym just hit like 10 reps and like, oh, all right, time to scroll on my phone. And then they wonder why they're not growing. They wonder why they're not fucking growing. Like, this is one thing that genuinely pisses me off so much. Like, guys are not training hard in the gym. Like I said, you need to give your body a reason to grow. So, to do this, you need to understand what true failure is. And there's this bodybuilder called Dorian Yates. He has, well, I've adopted a very similar training style to him, Mike Mentzer, which is high intensity, heavy duty, whatever you want to call it. Now, Dorian Yates trained like someone had a gun to his like kid's head or his wife's head or some shit like that. And, you know, that's pretty intense. But I done this, and once I done this, I understood where failure actually was. Because I understood, I was like, oh, okay, well, like, I'm just going to train, like, someone has a gun to my head, and if I, you know, be a pussy and I don't get as many as what I should be getting, or, you know, I don't fully go to failure, I'm going to die, right? So this is why you need to be doing this, because then you understand where failure actually is. Once you understand where failure actually is, then you can start training 1 to 3 reps in reserve, because you know where failure is. So you can be like, all right, well, you know, I maybe could have got an extra 2 reps, but you're not going to know until you know where failure is. And this ties in with progressive overload. Like, if you're progressively overloading, the intensity should be going up. It highly should be going up because it's getting harder each week because you're increasing your weight or reps. All right, workout split examples. This is probably something that you've like all been waiting for me to get to. So make sure that you choose one that hits the right amount of frequency for you. So what I mean by, I'll get to it in a sec actually. And choose the ones that you actually like doing. Like like what I said about the exercises before. Choose the exercises you like doing and do the workout split you like doing. It all comes down to consistency. Consistency beats optimal. Like, should I be training 4 days a week to see better results? Yeah, I probably should. I probably could be getting better results training 4 days a week. But I fucking hate training 4 days a week. I like training every single day. Some days I don't even fucking take a rest day. I just train 7 days a week. I just don't give a fuck. Because if I don't train, it just completely throws me off routine. Which I know is probably a bad habit to be in. But I'd rather be addicted to working out than fucking addicted going out every single Saturday night. So, you know, where's the issue, you know? So, if you can train 6 times per week or 7 times per week, you can just run a push-pull leg split and then just train arms on the Sunday, because why not? Train 5 times per week, you can do push-pull legs, upper-lower split. 4 times per week, upper-lower, full body if you can train only 3 times per week. You don't have a fucking excuse. I've mapped out an exact workout program you can follow training 3 days a week or 6 times per week or 6 days a week. I don't want to hear any excuse. These all work. Minimum 3 days. Like, you're not going to see that much growth training 2 days a week. You need to train out a minimum 3. But now that you know this, you can take the principle. Let's say, oh, okay, I'm going to train 4 times per week. Okay, cool. Well, you now understand that you need to be doing 8 to 10 sets per week. You now understand that you need to be training your muscle groups 2 times per week, as in frequency. And then you know that you can just choose the exercises you enjoy doing. Like, it's that simple. It's no longer like, you need to follow this exact workout split. Like, because there's so much nuance, there's so much variety, there's so much flexibility which is involved with this. If you've got like a fucked up knee and it hurts when you squat, this is something you're obviously not going to do, but you might be able to, you know, jump on the leg press and it's not painful for whatever reason, right? So that's where the nuance comes in. So I really hope this video helped. Hope you got some value from it. Hope you can put together and understand the core principles of training. Like, this is the exact thing that helped me gain over 30 kilos naturally. It's my exact training protocol, so you understand how training works specifically, right? But if you are struggling with this, if you want me to put something together for you and potentially work with me, go watch the video in the description below. It basically shows you the entire system that I use to gain over 30 kilos naturally. It just walks you through the entire system. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'll talk to you in the next one.